Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 2020 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification. Now before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds, feeling yourself centered, calm, and at peace. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Scorpio, August 2020 money and career. 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 Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. It's right here. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. Okay. One bonus card. Fantastic. And before we dive into this, let me just move these so that they're easier for you guys to see. Let's see what your chakra has to say for this time. Scorpio, August 2020 money and career. Scorpio, August 2020 money and career. Scorpio, August 2020 money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. All right, wow, okay. So you have 5 chakra cards that came forward. So this is going to be a very powerful time for you all. So starting off with clarity, this is the third eye chakra coming in. So there's a lot of clarity coming forward. There's a lot of understanding. You're going to find yourself saying crystal clear a lot. Oh, yeah, that's crystal clear. Oh, it's clear as crystal kind of thing coming forward. And as you say this, you're going to find that things become a lot more clear to you. It's not only do you see things more clearly, but emotionally, things become a lot more clear to you. Things become a lot more powerful, gain a lot more of an understanding. And then we have listening. This is the third chakra, and this is you knowing that to really communicate and to communicate beautifully and well, there has to be a deep sense of listening. So you're going to find that this is kind of like your superpower during this time. You listen, you take things in, and because you have this clarity coming through with your third eye opens and this clarity guides you. You find yourself really seeing the truth of things, really seeing the truth of things, really understanding things a lot more deeply and a lot more powerfully as you listen. And then we have the I am presence. Now, this is one of the most powerful chakra cards. This is the crown chakra, but this is also, what is your I am presence? How do you define yourself? I am powerful. I am strong. I am abundant. I am successful. I am bountiful. I am calling in the money into my life and it is listening to me. Or I'm worthless. I'm nothing. I never have any money. I will never have any money. It's a struggle. It has always been a struggle and it will always be a struggle. What is your I am presence? Because I can tell you right now, Spirit wants you to embrace the positive, to look at things and say, yes, even if they are at their darkest, even if it feels like you can't see the sun shining, all right? It's time to start changing our minds. Because changing our minds, it really does change our life. Because the thing with our mind is that our mind does not know the difference between make-believe and reality. So when we sit there and we let the hardships become all that we can see, it's all our mind can see. It's all our mind thinks we have and are. But when we start to sit there and say, okay, things might be hard, but this is not the end of my journey. Things might be difficult, but I am powerful. I am getting stronger and stronger each day. I am facing this with so much more determination and force than I ever thought I had. I am strong. I am brilliant. I am success. And success is me. I am enough. I am enough to move forward in the prosperity that I want. I am enough to handle each obstacle sent my way. I am enough. Because at times we don't feel like we are. We feel like, my goodness, can I not cut a break? Is there always just going to be one more thing piled on my shoulders and one more thing piled on my shoulders? But you are enough. You are. You have your angels and masters here, the angels and divinity right here. This is your soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. This is your angels wrapping their wings around you, saying, I guide you. This is divinity whispering in your ear, saying, follow me. This is your emotional, energy self, becoming emboldened, becoming empowered. And it leads you to holistic health. It leads you to a spiritual cleansing, a spiritual healing. It leads you to taking a more holistic approach to health. This can be, I'm just seeing naturopath and it's the natural path that you are really guided to. As you, calling your I am presence, as you know your strength, as your angels guide you, you're going to find that you move towards a very holistic, a very healing approach to life. And it can also be just, that connection with your life purpose, your path. You're listening to your I am presence. You're listening to yourself as clarity comes and as your angels guide you. And it heals you. It does heal you in a very profound way, to have money keep on coming into your life, to have yourself move forward in success in your career. Oh, the left-hand side is your inner self. The middle is your heart. The right-hand side, this is your public self. And you have one bonus card. So we start off with the star. And it's like the stars, the sea, the sky. They become a part of you. There's so much more here. This is Aquarius energy, a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. The 8 of Wands, change comes. Change comes, and you have death right here. This is you, Scorpio, in the major arcana, which is absolutely exciting because you're moving forward in passion and in determination. It's like you're transformed. And so that is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new, to move yourself forward in passionate cultivation. You have the Hierophant right here, which is a Taurus energy, a time frame April 20th to May 20th. This is you being determined. This is you knowing your roots, right? You have the 5 of Swords. Something karmic this way comes, very much so, all right? And you're facing it head on, and you're looking at it, and you are becoming a student of, this is so cool, because you're becoming a student of your passion, of what you want, with your career, with the way that you want to move forward, with what you desire. And it can be that you have something you're very passionate about on the side. And it can be that the way that you make money is through your job, and your job is a job, and you leave it behind. But here, there's something, excuse me, there's something absolutely brilliant coming forward for you that you move forward in, that you are determined to take, to get, to be guided by. And your heart is telling you to stay true to your traditional self. And then you are looking at money in a new way. You're really rethinking things. You're reorganizing things. And for some of you Scorpios, you're going to sit there and say, I don't want to rethink. I don't want to reorganize. But you're taking things in. It's kind of like you can't help it. There's knowledge, there's ideas that come, and there's with prosperity and with wealth, with passion and with abundance. And the Three of Swords, it's like you're looking at the heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments that have defined you for so long. And you're like, no, you're at a crossroads and your angels are having you rise. You are rising. You're like, your arms are up to the sky. It's like, if you just step back for a moment and put your arms up. Oh, I just got chills. And you sat there and you said, this is what I want for my life. I let in this energy. I am no longer afraid. I am no longer letting fear guide me. I'm letting me guide me. You're going to see this shift come. And it's a powerful shift for you, Scorpio. And then your bonus card is the Queen of Wands. I love it. You have the student, the protector, and kind of the master of things coming forward. So it's like the student in a craftsman shop, right? To become a craftsman. You have the person going out, having to sell things, coming forward and, connecting with people. But then you have the master craftsman. You have the person who has reached the top of their field. And that's what's really guiding you during this time. It's to move forward in that passionate power, in that creative understanding. And let's see the people who will be aiding you during this time. Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Who are the people who will be aiding Scorpio during August 2020, money and career? Who are the people who will be aiding Scorpio August 2020 for money and career? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. 6. Okay, interesting. Wow, that's nice. Well, 5 actually. I can count. So we're starting off here with the Princess of Wands. And this is the Page of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And so here, this is somebody who is learning, who is understanding. This is somebody who very much inspires you, or you are inspired by. Yeah. This is somebody who isn't afraid, who you might sit there and go, oh, well, they're too young to be afraid. But no, they have an understanding. They might have a very youthful energy to them, but they might not be as young as you think they are. And this is a person who passionately moves forward. Now, these people who aid you, they don't have to be people that you know. These could be YouTubers. These could be podcasters. These could be, books, writers and actors, or just somebody that you meet that inspires you. And you may never know that they're a fire sign, or that they have, this passion in them, or a large bit of fire sign in their charts. But you're going to be inspired by it. You're going to feel that passion becoming part of you. And of course, the Princess of Wands is a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have the Queen of Wands right here, and you have that presence in the reading itself. This is somebody who takes action. This is somebody who's astoundingly determined, who, does not mind getting her hands dirty, goes after what she desires, really looks at things. And this is where you're going to be. It's like, yeah, okay, I get this. This is somebody who you're going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I can do this. And this person inspires you to kind of look at things, to, have that blazing fire behind you of inspiration, of determination. And it moves you to the Queen of Pentacles. So I love that you have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, because Wands is your career, Pentacles is your money. And so this is a person who has success within their money, whose vibrational energy really sinks to you, who is rooted, who is successful. And this is going to be a person where you sit there and you're like, oh, okay, I see this. I see what I'm doing. I see where I'm going. You're also going to find, Scorpio, during this time, okay, that, oh, I love it, that you're not going to be afraid to be you. It's kind of like, okay, listen. Yeah, you might. No. Okay, so sorry, I'm listening to Spirit. So what they're saying is that you won't be afraid to sit there and say, like, well, I don't want to do this. I'd rather save my money. Or, oh, this way is the way I want to move forward with my career. When people doubt you, when people, sit there and question, you're like, no, I know me. And it's not that you're doing anything foolish. You're actually really rooted in understanding, in facts, in a security that you're moving forward with. And this has you with the Queen of Cups. You have strong queen energy around you, which I love, which is the blessings kind of like of the moon anointing you, kind of like the sense of coming kind of full circle and really embracing a fullness, a passion, a power, a beauty that is yours. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. This is a person who understands your own water sign energy, your own, emotional self, and who really sinks to that, who really connects with it and shows you blessings to move you forward, very balanced on this earthly plane, but also on the spiritual plane and the depth of your emotions. And this leads you to Temperance, and Temperance is a Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. This is somebody who's very, very guided towards the spiritual, all right? This is somebody who kind of has a tendency to mix religions together. He just has this beautiful sense of understanding and compassion and beauty and love that moves them forward. This is also a person who calls other people in, who, has this laughter to them. I just see them having this laugh that makes you smile, And so here, this is a person who is astoundingly accepting, astoundingly brilliant, and they help you see the stars in the sky, this Aquarius energy that is around you, January 20th to February 18th. This person here, this energy that is you, is like, I'm looking at the highest form of my perfection. I'm looking at what I truly desire, what I truly want, what I truly need, the blessings to move me forward. And it's like they're not out of reach. It's not that they can only be admired. It's like the stars are coming to you. The blessings are coming to you. Wishes do come forward. And you're seeing yourself move forward in a profound way. This way also has to do with a karmic debt being paid, things being seen. And you being like, oh, okay, that's the path. Oh, okay, that's my truth. Oh, okay, I had to go through that for a reason, or I have to face this for a reason. Because the star is telling you here that there's beauty to you, that there is power to you, that all the waters kind of come together to meet in this one place, in this one spring, to inspire, to have you moving forward in this beautiful comprehension. And as you do so, you see, with the Eight of Wands, you see things really starting to change for you. It's kind of like ready or not, here it comes. Now, it can be around career, most definitely, but it is also around the way that you're embracing your personal passion. Now, sometimes a job is just a job, and there's nothing wrong with that. We tend to sit there and say, okay, well, my job has to be super meaningful and have this super depth to it. Sometimes the biggest depth that the job has is that it lets you pay the bills. It takes that weight off of your shoulders. There can be something on the side that you really love and you really enjoy, that you do, that brings that bliss in. Because you're seeing things change towards letting that bliss become more of a part of you, letting that bliss really shine through you, around you, and embodying you. And as that bliss comes forward, and as you are inspired, because I keep on coming back, my eyes keep on coming back to the star card, and Spirit keeps on saying, do not forget the stars. Do not forget the wishes that you have, the hopes and dreams that you desire. Do not lose faith or sight of you, because that is going to be so terribly important for you, Scorpio, during this time as change comes in. Because what you're doing here is that as you look at what it is that you truly desire, at what it is that transforms and guides you as the waters come forward, as you embrace an emotional truth and you have this emotional cleansing, it can also very well be that things are astoundingly emotional during this time as the waters run in. And you might be being hit, especially since such clarity is coming to you and you're able to listen and take in so much more. Okay, yeah, Spirit is showing me your ability to listen. It's not only to people talking, but it's to the wind rustling through the trees. It's through the birds singing. It's through, just beautiful things. Like, it's like being out somewhere and then all of a sudden getting caught up in the sounds of the frogs, croaking. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And things like that are going to inspire you. And it's going to help you connect very deeply with yourself, which is going to help let this creative power move through you. It's going to help you kind of make sense of things because you're more in the moment instead of, as we as humans usually are, we're looking towards the future or we're looking in the past and we're caught in that pull between the two of them. You are going to be really embracing the moment, this passion, this power that moves you forward, that inspires, and it really leads you to embracing your true self. Now, the Death card is the dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. It's not a bad card to be represented by at all, Scorpio. It's actually an astoundingly powerful card because you're going to see yourself transforming. You're going to see that there is an old shell that you peel off. You're going to see that you break through. And it's like, no, I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to be stuck anymore. In the past, I'm not going to be stuck. In the future, I'm going to be here in the now with a beautiful power of understanding, but also with the sense of being reborn, also with the sense of being inspired, also with the sense of being inspiring. And that's going to be something that is absolutely true for you and absolutely beautiful, because it moves you forward in your career, because the Death card is the great equalizer, right? So Scorpio, you are the great equalizer in life. You have this sense of pulling everything and balancing it. You have this sense of looking at things and being very truthful, very open, very honest, very emotionally connected. And you'll take out, the craziness, and you will embrace the harmony, the understanding. And that's what lets you move forward when it comes to your career with such passion and determination. That's what has you sitting here looking at things and being like, okay, you know what? I know what it is that I desire. I know what it is that I want. And I move forward and I defend. I know what I stand for and where I stand. You become a master of your craft. You become a master of yourself. You could become this kind of ruling power. It's like you're a monarch, of your own existence, because that's what knights defend. Knights defend the king and the queen. And you have the queen here for you, especially within your career, that really moves you forward, that really has you embracing what you desire. And in your personal self, there's going to be a lot of times where you find yourself kind of putting on, there we go, that armor and saying, this is what I stand for. And I will not let myself be swayed by other people, by other ideas, by anything else, because I know my truth. I know my passion. I know my power. And this is that I am presence really coming in. I'm so passionately excited about this that, it is just joyful to sit there and see you, claiming this power, claiming this truth, and not being passive in your life. Take it from somebody who has been passive, who thought, wow, no matter how hard I try, things just happen. And there can be times in our lives where things just happen. We don't have the control over them that we want. It could be because we're too young. It could be because, it's so much coming at us and we're just not prepared for that. But whatever it is, this is you taking back your power. This is you sitting there and saying, oh no, I know this. I know my truth. I know myself. And that's what your heart is crowned with. It's crowned with the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a Taurus energy, April 20th to May 20th. But this is an energy of determination. The Hierophant is represented by the Pope in the cards, right? In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And what's so cool about this is that the Hierophant, as the Pope, could tell kings what to do, could tell emperors what to do. And I see you having that power right here. It's kind of like the power to stand in your truth, the power to face down kings, the power to know where you stand and what you stand for, the power not to be pushed around. And that's kind of, I just see this as, I see a strong link to the Emperor card, and you could have a boss in your life or somebody in your life who's going to be like, oh, things have to be one certain way. And it's through the strength of your conviction, the power of your soul, and the love that you have for yourself that you carve out a different path, a different avenue than was expected before, than you thought you could. And you find yourself standing in this truth that is astounding. You're going to be like, wow, I just did that. And the truth is you did. Now, the Hierophant is card number 5 in the Major Arcana, and you have card number 5 in the Swords right here. So the repeat of the number 5 is a freedom number. The repeat of the number 5 is also things being resolved more quickly than you thought they would. And so with the 5 of Swords, this for me is a karmic card. This is having to face something karmic that it just kind of pops up. It's like, oh my gosh, why do I always have to face this sort of thing? Why do I always have to deal with this sort of thing? And what I'm seeing here is that you're freed from it. It's like you're not following that pattern anymore. Now, this could be a pattern of this life, a karmic pattern in this life. This could be from a past life. This could be inherited through your DNA. It has been scientifically proven that we do inherit traumas from our DNA. And so it can raise our anxiety. It can change the way that we look at situations. And so here you're looking at things and you're saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to be ruled by the past. This is a moment. This is a reading and a time where you really stand in the present. And you're like, no, I will not be, romanticizing the past. And I will not be daydreaming about the future or worrying about the future. That is also something that we do quite well. We worry about the future. We worry about the past. And we have tremendous anxiety about the now because it's like, wow, if I'm worried about everything else, why wouldn't I be worried about right now? But we're not enjoying it. Here, it is you standing up in your truth. It's standing up in your power. It's you calling your strength forward. And it's you enjoying the passion, the purpose, and the bounty that is you. It is you standing up to bullies, to people who doubt, who fear, and saying, no, this is who I am. And that really, it kind of comes at you all at once because there is the sense of things changing fast within your career, within yourself, within what you desire from life, within your passion, within your intuition. And it brings up a karmic debt that makes you think, wow, can I do this? Am I always going to be following into the same rut, following the same pattern? It's like, no, I'm not. And so as you see this, as you stand your ground, you know your truth, you sit there and you say, I'm not weak. I'm not weak at all. I'm astoundingly strong. People have mistaken your kindness for weakness. That's on them. It's not on you. All right? And now you stand in that strength, in that beauty. You've gone through times where you haven't known, where you've questioned, where you felt overwhelmed. And now by calling in your truth, of calling in this sense of freedom, you become a student. And you might sit there and say, well, that's the last thing I want to be. I don't want to go back to be a student. I want to be empowered as I move forward. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get that. But here, you are a student of your passion, of your creativity, of what you desire. Don't sit there and knock letting knowledge into your life. Don't sit there and think, wow, just because I'm learning, just because I'm looking at new things, just because I'm, opening up doors, that means that I've closed other ones. It absolutely does not. Or that it means that I don't know what I'm doing. No, it means that you are empowered enough and emboldened enough to see yourself moving forward. You're also going to be getting astounding messages from your angels, from your spirit guides, as you are on this journey, inspiring you when it comes to your career, when it comes to wealth coming into your life, when it comes to what it is that you desire, the reason that you get up in the morning. It's like, no, things are becoming crystal clear. Things are ringing like a bell. And you're going to find that as you embrace this knowledge, this truth, this understanding, you embrace more and more of you because your angels lead you on that path. There's a sense of faith here. There's a sense of faith coming in and an enjoyment and a beauty of life coming in. And that's what divinity is handing you right here. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you this gift of passion, is handing you this gift of creativity, is handing you this gift of just complete inspiration. And I see you here, seizing it. You are absolutely taking it in so many different forms. It comes through as part of the inspiration that helps you learn, that helps you grow, that helps you gain understanding. It comes through as part of the inspiration that helps you defend what is truly important to you, what you love, what you want, what you desire within life. And it comes through in the aspect of you being the ruler of your destiny, of you being this queenly energy, of you having this compassionate, caring, understanding power around you that opens up doors, that, helps you embrace your soul, your heart, yourself. And it leads you to a place of being a student, again, of prosperity, of looking at things and saying, okay, I'm changing my approach. I'm changing things up. I am letting inspiration come back into my life because Scorpio, my goodness, are you just emboldened by inspiration? Are you just, you take off when you feel that new, I just see like the sea wave, not the sea wave, the sea air coming in or that wave crashing. Yeah. And it's like, it leaves things anew. It leaves you inspired. And this way really does sing to your soul. And you're looking at your money. You're looking at your finances. You're looking at what you value as much as money. And you're seeing how you can get more out of it, how you can get more out of your life, how you can get more out of yourself, how you can move forward in an emboldened, beautiful way. And as you look at this, a lot of the heartbreaks, the pains, and the disappointments that have been in your life will come up. And you'll sit there and you'll think, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't move forward like this. I am going to fail. I'm going to have my heart broken again. I'm going to, fall down. Everybody's going to laugh. You're going to feel like, this is the public arena. This is the place where I least want to make a mistake. And you're going to just think, I know I'm going to. And the fact of the matter is that's wrong. That really is wrong, because you have everything heading for you in your internal self. You have everything heading for you in your, in your heart, in your emotional self. And Spirit is saying, in your personal arena, you're rising, okay? You are cutting away what doesn't belong. You are sitting there and you're saying, no, I know my truth, I know my passion, I know my power, I know what it is that I want from my life. And I've had hurts, I've had pains, I've had disappointments. Why? Because I've lived. Because I haven't hid under a rock. And even if you hide under a rock your whole entire life, you will know heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. These are just things that we know. It might not be big heartbreak, pain, or disappointment, but it's still there. And it all depends on you, how greatly, it impacts you. It all depends on your life lessons. It all depends on what you've agreed to when you've come on this earthly plane, how much these hurts, these pains affect you, how much they pull you down. And here, you're looking at things. It's like, no, I will not be remembering these disasters as if they are part of my whole entire life story, as if they were a truth kind of shown to me that I forgot, that I didn't look at, with the honesty, with the power that they deserved. It's like, no, this is not your future. Your heartbreak, pain, disappointment is not your future. It has made you stronger. It has made you wiser. It has made you more. And you are going to find that as it has made you more, you are empowered, because it's a Kate Forsyth book. It's The Witches of Ilian, which is one of my favorite stories. And it says, only the maimed can love. Only the hurt can know. And it's kind of like, if you do not have hurt, pain, and disappointment, you can never truly connect with other people, because the only thing you know is success and prosperity and bounty and everything like that. So when somebody comes to you, as all people do, with pain and disappointment, if you have that capacity in your heart to understand that, it makes you more. It makes you have a deeper connection. And that's what I'm seeing here with you, this deeper connection that you have with people. So you're going to think, wow, why did these bad things have to happen to me? It wasn't fair. And no, it wasn't fair. But a lot of things in life aren't fair. And here, it's like, this has happened because the way you connect, Scorpio, with other people is on a completely different level than most. Okay? You connect with them with such a depth of giving, with such a power of your soul, with such a knowledge of yourself, that you change the tides. You really do. You change the tides. And here, that's going to be something that is so important for you as you move forward in your career, as you move forward in your prosperity. It's like you're going to write that off. Oh, what does kindness matter? What does emotions matter? What does this matter? It's like, it means everything. It means everything that you can connect that way. And you're going to see that. That's going to be something that you once thought was a curse. It becomes a gift. It becomes a gift. You really are going to see that way. And the Two of Swords comes in. The Two of Swords is like, you always thought, like, this path or this path. This knowledge or this knowledge. And you're going to see more roads open up. You're going to see more pathways guide you forward. You're going to see more. And as you see more, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I limited myself. I denied myself. And a part of you is going to get a bit annoyed, okay? You have that countdown here from the 3 to the 2 of Swords. And the swords stay a lot in the mind, like mostly in the mind. And so your first reaction is going to be like, wow, how could I be so stupid? It's like, no. Again, this is the compassion coming forward. Again, this is the realization. Again, this is the power of the I am presence. And it's like, wow, doors have opened. Doors have opened. Power has come. And it leads you to a resurrection of self. it leads you to this rebirth. Now, this rebirth can be within your career. It could be within your finances. It could be within your outlook on life. And it's like, finally, I'm starting to see things with joy, with power, with beauty, as I rise above, as I rise in my glory. Because your angels and your spirit guides are saying, rise. They want you to rise. You're finding yourself reborn. You're finding yourself empowered. You're finding yourself emboldened. And I swear to you, if you sit there with your arms open, like raised up like this, okay, above your head, if you can, and if you can't, just out like this, that would be great. But that's a very vulnerable position. You have little kids do that. They raise their arms up. They want to be picked up. And that's a great sense of vulnerability, okay? And a great sense of trust to really have your chakras open that way, to have the belly shown, you know, and the heart shown. Because if you see animals, they usually walk on all fours. Most animals walk all fours, there we go, because they're protecting their vital organs. They're protecting themselves. So here, to raise your arms up and to sit there and say, I am taking in this energy from the world. I'm taking in the positive, the beautiful, the bountiful. This is why you have to be very careful not to be caught up into other people's dramas. Because if you take that energy on in the world, Scorpio, it'll hit you like a bag of bricks. It really will. It'll be like, oh my goodness. You know, and then you'll think, oh, I have to fix everything. And then it's going to make you turn deeper into yourself because I can't fix everything. So you're going to think, wow, failure. And it's not a failure. There's an empowerment. There's a beauty to you. You just have to see, you know, you have to be realistic with yourself and honest with yourself. And I see this as a time where you are moving forward with the passion of your career, with the passion of your inspiration, just as something that is unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. It's like, oh my gosh, I can do this. Oh my gosh, I have this power. Oh my gosh, I know this. And it's going to be shocking. The Queen of Wands is the queen, again, just like we saw in the people who aid. This is a queen who's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She has a bit of magic in her, which I adore, with the black cat. And magic for me is not conjuring magic. It's the God's head that lives within us. And that God's head that lives within us is our power, is our beauty, is our truth. And Brahma in Hinduism said, you know, I'll hide the God's head within man because that's the one place he'll never look for it. And that's the one place here, Scorpio, that you will find it within yourself. A new dawn, new day, right over that kind of like heart, solar plexus chakra. I see that being very important for you right here. So let's see here. Let's go deeper. Show me more deeply. For Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Show me more deeply for Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Show me more deeply for Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Fantastic. And now let's see here the people who you'll have to be mindful of. And again, this can be people that you know. This can be, you know, podcasts and books and movies and stuff like that. People who inspire without you knowing their signs. Scorpio. Who are the people that Scorpio has to be mindful of? August 2020, money and career. Who are the people Scorpio has to be mindful of? August 2020, money and career. Who are the people Scorpio has to be mindful of? August 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, these three. Oh, I like that. I love that you have so many more people who are going to aid you during this time than you have to be kind of like on the lookout for. So we start off here with the Hierophant, which is very interesting because we have the Hierophant over your heart. So these are two very different Taurian energies, or, you know, one could have a lot within their chart, a lot of Taurus energy within their chart. This is a time frame of August 20th to, no, not more, August, April 20th, there we go, to May 20th. This is a person who's going to be highly stubborn. It's going to be their stubbornness that's really going to get to you. Here, Scorpio, they're not going to be even open to seeing other ideas. They're going to want to kind of pick a fight because they're going to want to kind of convert you to their cause. Even if it's not anything that you would think of being converted towards, they're just going to be like, no, this ketchup is the best, or something like that. And you're going to sit there and be like, what the heck is wrong with you? They're just going to be astoundingly argumentative. And you're going to have enough of that. They're going to also be astoundingly stubborn and think that they're right, you're wrong, and you're welcome. Then we have the Princess of Cups. This is somebody who's too emotional. This is a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. This is somebody who's too emotional. And they sit there and they're kind of like drinking in that over dramatic sense of being. And you're just going to be so tired of it. You really are. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I can't do that. You know, they'll pull you in to their drama, to their trauma all the time. And they sit there and they kind of revel in it. Then we have Libra energy, all right? This is a time frame September 23rd to October 22nd. This could be a cusp person too, okay, on the end of Libra to, you know, of course, the beginning of Scorpio. But this is going to be a person who is just to the point of being cruel almost. Like you're having a problem with people who, you have one person who's putting too much emotion into things, but also with people who aren't putting enough emotion into it. And you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, stop. This is a person who needs everything to be so fair that it becomes ridiculous. You know, it's kind of like, no, it has to be just like this. It has to be just like that. And you're going to sit there and be like, can't things happen a bit organically? You know, can't things develop? Can't things move forward? And their answer is going to be no. It can't. It can't be like that. It has to be, they're so focused on justice. They're so focused on it all having to be balanced, that they don't understand that there's an ebb and flow to life, that there's, you know, the sense of the tide coming in and the tide going out. You can't always have the tide in and you can't always have the tide out. And that's going to be very important for you during this time. You love that ebb and that flow, that natural kind of rhythm and heartbeat of life. It inspires you in a way that's amazing. It really is. It actually, it touches my heart in a way that's beautiful. You have the Empress. Oh, I love that. The Nine of Cups. And you again, you have you in in this deck for clarification. So you come up in both decks in the tarot reading. And so that's amazing. That absolutely is amazing. You have such a powerful presence. You have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Three of Pentacles. You have the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, now you have all of them. You have the King, the Queen, the Page, the Knight of Wands. Fire sign energy is so important for you during this time. If you have fire sign energy in your chart, oh my gosh, is it going to be on fire? I mean, you are going to sit there and find this creativity, this inspiration, this beauty to you. And even if you don't have fire sign energy in your chart, okay, you might not be hit with it as hard, but this is powerful, powerful, powerful inspiration. This is powerful creativity coming your way. You have the Knight of Swords, again, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. You need things to be balanced. It's not being obsessed with the sense of balance and justice and everything has to be a certain way, but you cannot have people draining you of your energy, of your power, of your blessings. You need things to be harmonious. You do. You need clear boundaries. The Empress, you're pregnant with ideas. You're pregnant with possibilities. You're pregnant with this sense of power coming forward. And it doesn't mean that there has to be a child involved. It means that you have this creative energy coursing through your body, wanting to be let out, wanting to be embraced. And that is going to be something that is so powerful for you. It is going to be a new door opening. It's going to be new passion opening up. And there's such a blessing to you. And the thing with you, Scorpio, that is really cool is that you're not seeing it. And it's like a humility, but it can also be that you're just not seeing it. So be mindful. Like it's all great to be humble, but you have to see your blessings. And sometimes we need people to sit there and get us out of our own minds and I can see this with you. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, what if I did this wrong? Like I'm not like everybody else. What if I'm not doing the right thing? What if I'm not moving forward the right way? And it's like, no, stop. See that you are truly blessed and that you are being able to move forward in this sense of connection with divinity, with your angels, with your spirit guides, with your life purpose and yourself. Listen, because things are expanding. you are expanding. And you're drinking deeply of this cup of inspiration. You are. And it's around you. And people see it a lot more easily than you do. But you're on the verge of something great. You are seeing an end of a cycle coming emotionally, which brings your heart's wishes, your heart's desires. And then you have the death card, the dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You are reborn. You are stepping into power. You are stepping into your understanding with such a ferocity and beauty of spirit that it is absolutely amazing. You're shedding an old skin. You're also going to find that people underestimate you. Because remember, the littler the Scorpio, the more powerful it is. So when people sit there and think, oh, well, you're not making this huge, big show of it, what do you have to offer? They're going to find out, quite surprisingly, that you bring so much to the table, and you're just going to shut everybody up. It's like, wow, that's me, and it's going to be beautiful. It really is. And then it moves you forward with your heart in celebration, success, bounty. The Six of Wands reminds us to celebrate ourselves, celebrate our successes, celebrate our wins. Because so often we have a tendency to look at what we didn't do, to look at what we need to, keep on improving at, keep on pushing towards. And it's like, no, take in your blessings. Celebrate yourself. The way I equate this is to a boss. When you have a boss who's always telling you you're not doing enough, who's always, nitpicking everything, that's one thing, okay? You're not going to work that hard for the boss at all. You're going to sit there and be discouraged. You're not going to want to go into work. But if you have that boss that sits there and says, good job, that sits there and recognizes all that you've done, right? You change the game. You do. And you find yourself changing. You're like, wow, I want to go into work. Wow, I feel inspired. And so here, it's that thing. It's being that boss for yourself. Being that boss that inspires, that lifts you up. Sitting there and saying, wow, I did that well. I've improved 1% today, and that's huge. That's huge. 1% every single day brings you to a 365% improvement every year. Every year. And that's what you want. And there's a sense of making sure that you celebrate yourself, making sure that you embrace yourself. It's like, yes, I get this. And then you have the warrior queen, the Queen of Swords. This is you. No, this isn't you. This is you. Spirit is saying this is you. And I see you as a warrior queen, which is very surprising. It's actually not very surprising, but you're not an air sign energy, so that's why I'm surprised. But there is a sense of cutting through doubts and fears, of knowing your mind, of knowing what it is that you want. Actually, if any of the water sign energies were to be a warrior, any of the water sign energies were to be a warrior, it would be you. It would be you. Because there's a fierceness to you that gets underestimated. There's a power to you that is just, it's changing. It's life-changing, this power. And you cut through the doubts and the fears. You know where it is that you stand. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to speak your truth and know your truth and embrace your power. And so as you do so, you are emboldened and you move forward. And you move forward with such tenacity of spirit and such bounty of self that you see the prosperity. It just kind of tumbles out. It falls into your lap. You're going to find yourself, yes, having to work hard, and yes, you collaborate with others, and yes, you have this connection, and this collaboration can just be with your spirit guides and with your angels, but that's really going to be more than enough, because it moves you forward in a way that absolutely inspires, that absolutely emboldens, and you're like, oh my gosh, I never saw this before. I never thought of this before. It's like money is tapping you on the shoulder, is what I'm seeing here. It's like, hello, embrace this, look at this. And you're going to be kind of looking at it. You're going to be like, oh, is this something, is this nonsense? Embrace it, because you're a king when it comes to the arena, the public arena, the arena of how others see you and how you see yourself. You might sit there and say, oh, I'm not a king, but you are. You have this passion, you have this power, you have this sense of kind of jumping up and going and doing. And it's intoxicating. Other people get inspired by listening to you, by seeing you, and you find yourself moving forward with this passionate power, with this connection. You find yourself reborn. You find yourself, shedding away an old skin and embracing a new sense of self. And this is really powerful for you. It really is. there is a sense of a profound transformations coming forward. Now with the king cannot move as freely as the queen. Think of chess. The king is more stationary. The queen can move much more freely. So there are going to be responsibilities and, creative endeavors that make you feel stuck at times, that make you not feel as if you can move as freely as you want to. Don't let that make you think like, oh, I can't do it because of that. Look at it and say, oh, okay, I get it. I feel a bit stuck. I feel a bit overwhelmed. I can take a break, give yourself like a 15-minute break, center yourself, and then get going again. Then dive into it, because you're going to find yourself then charging forward with these ideas, with this knowledge, with this passion, with this power. And usually I would sit there and say, don't go so quickly. Now, don't go so quickly if this is off of heartbreak and pain and disappointment. Like, I'm going to show you type of thing. Go quickly if this is, it feels right to me. This is me moving away from heartbreak and pain and disappointment. All right? Not sitting there thinking I have to combat it every single chance I get. So here, with the Knight of Swords, you are a defender of your truth. You cut through the nonsense and you embrace your power. And as you do so, you balance the scales. You have this resurrection of spirit, and your scales are balanced. Harmony comes in. Power moves you forward. And you cannot deal with people, always having their hands out, always being like, oh, I need. You're like, no, we need things to be balanced. Especially when it comes to career, when it comes to money within the career, it's like we need things to be balanced. We need things to be fair. We need things to be moving forward this way. And it might just be that you're becoming aware of certain things, like being taken advantage of or having more put on your plate than other people. And you're needing to balance this for yourself, because once you balance the scales, more money comes in, more appreciation comes forward. And that's going to be really powerful for you. Now let's see what your spirit animal cards have to say. Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Scorpio, August 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, okay, you have 3. That's awesome. So we have the moth spirit. Surrender now. Surrender now to the blessings that are coming. Surrender now to the power of yourself. Don't sit there and think, oh, I'm not worth it, or I have to be like everybody else in order to be successful. Surrender to your blessings. Surrender to your truth, because it moves you forward to the lizard spirit. It says, dream the world into being. So as you surrender to your dreams, as you surrender to your passion, as you surrender to your creativity, you dream the world into being. And this is one of my favorite cards here, because it's like you are the artist, you are the painter, you are making the world what you desire. And as you do this, you then have the flamingo spirit. It says, embrace the in-between. And you are fantastic at embracing the in-between, but also be very mindful of the energy that you are taking in. Why? Because flamingos are traditionally, well, not traditionally, they are white birds, right? They turn pink because of the food that they eat. So the energy that you take in really impacts you in an outwardly way, okay? It impacts your aura, it impacts the energy of yourself, it impacts your mood. So embrace the in-between. Don't follow the same path as everybody else. Look at things differently, but also remember to embrace the energy that you are taking in, and to look at energy differently than everybody else, because you're going to be greatly affected by that energy. Okay, let's look at your subconscious message. When it comes to your spirit animal, it is peace. It's the dove spirit. Be peace. Be the peace you want to see in the world. Be that peace that flies you forward. Embrace that peace. Then we have your subconscious person message, which is the moon. This is a Pisces energy, time frame February 19th to March 20th. This is knowing that we are meant to see fears much more quickly and much more distinctly than we are to see the blessings. And fear is a part of life. It's what kept our ancestors alive. But because the world has changed and we're not worrying about, being eaten by wild animals and having to go and hunt for food, or most of us aren't. We're sitting here and we have this fear that makes us think like, fight or flight. But it's a social fear. It's a fear that can't really be fought head on. And so here, it's kind of stepping back from fear and saying, I'm not going to let you have this hold over my existence. I know that fear is a part of life. It's a part of survival. I will move forward knowing that, yes, I can be afraid, but no, I cannot be consumed by that fear. Because you will find that as fear lessens its hold that you have in your life, you see the beauty of the night. You see the beauty of a surrender. You see the beauty of quiet and peace and harmony. And you move forward in that beauty. It also makes you more powerful. It's like you stand up taller, you hold your head up high. There's this power to you that comes when the fear isn't so deep. Your subconscious chakra message is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra, and this is a sense of knowing yourself, mastering yourself, desiring what you desire out of life, and saying, I have this power, I have this wisdom, I have this truth, I am unstoppable, I am amazing, and letting that energy flow through you, connecting with every part of you. It then moves you to your chakra, your tarot message, from your chakra to your tarot, and your subconscious. I love this. Tarot message is the 10 of Cups. And didn't we say with the 9 of Cups, didn't Spirit say that you're coming close to a completion of a cycle? You're coming close to that 10, that happily ever after. Subconsciously, you're being guided by that, and they all live happily ever after energy. That energy of completion and blessings. And I'm seeing this very faint rainbow right here for you. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like you start to get your wishes. You start to get these messages from divinity. You start to really listen to what you want and to what you desire, and you find yourself moving forward in a fantastically beautiful way because of it. And it's like, yes, this is what I want from life. The 10 of Cups. I mean, this is my favorite card in the whole entire tarot deck, because it's like, this is that peaceful harmony of joyous existence. And then we have this clarified by your next subconscious message as we go deeper. The Hanged Man. The blessings come in because you don't see things the same way as everybody else. You're not like everybody else, Scorpio. You can't be. And instead of trying to fit in, be you. Be you. See things differently. Embrace this idea, embrace this understanding, embrace this passion, embrace this beauty, and let yourself move forward with it and in it. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation. Once again, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our own energy vibration, and a walking into peace, harmony, success, and bounty as you move forward. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you,